Great. It's wonderful to be here. I thank Clark County Farm Bureau for putting on this event to give an opportunity for citizens to come out and hear from their candidates. I know it's an ugly night, unless you're really hungry for some rain, which I was. So this is a beautiful night, but it's not great for traveling. But we're going to have an opportunity to hear from our wonderful slate of candidates. Thank you, Barbara, for all the work that you're doing to make certain that this election day runs smoothly. It's a lot of work. So thank you. I'm Shelli Yoder. I'm running for U.S. Congress here in the 9th District. And I'm running because I felt that the middle-class working families were getting the squeeze. And it wasn't being squeezed up, we were being squeezed down. And in all my conversations with my husband and our family, I just felt that something had to be done. And I was also concerned because there just seemed to be more and more women and men who wanted to reach across the aisle and work together and collaborate in Washington, getting sick of the process and getting the heck out of Washington. And out of that concern, I was telling my husband, who's going to step up? Who's going to be the leaders of tomorrow, working together across the aisle to move this country forward and to address some of the most severe questions facing this nation? And he looks at me and says, "You run." And I'm like, what do I know about running for office? This is Congress we're talking, dear. And he says, "No, you run." So run we did. And I am so fortunate to be the Democratic candidate running for U.S. Congress here in the 9th District. I live in Bloomington, outside of Nashville, Indiana, in a great little community. We moved there because my husband got a job teaching at IU in the Kelley School of Business, teaching business law and ethics. And we moved there, we raised our 3 kids. We love that community just like you love your community. And as I travel throughout the 9th District, how much heart and soul families feel about their communities. And communities are really feeling the squeeze too in the 9th District. I want to be the kind of representative that shows up, even in the midst of perhaps having a difference of opinion on things. I want to be the kind of candidate who you feel that you can call up and say, this is what's on my mind, this is what's of concern to me, my family, and my community. I want to be the kind of candidate who you feel like you can invite and know that she's going to show up for you and to be there for you. I have heard throughout the 9th District a real sense of loss with that kind of leadership. And I want to be the kind of candidate that you feel is an advocate for you, fighting for you and your family in Washington. I want to make certain that the kind of economic development that's happening bring jobs and wages that are sustainable jobs and wages. I want to make certain that we do that that's okay, Barbara.
I didn't know how to use it.
That's okay.
By the time I find it, it will quit raining.
It always does. I just wish it was the tango. I want to be the kind of candidate who stands up for the importance of education, public education, to make certain that our infrastructure has investments to keep us safe as we travel our bridges, as we travel our highways, the kind of infrastructure that brings more economic development to our communities throughout the 9th District. And I want to be the kind of candidate who will stand up and fight for Social Security and Medicare to make certain that it is strong here in this generation and for generations to come. I'm Shelli Yoder. And I'm running for Congress to be the people's representative, because that's what the U.S. House of Representatives is. It's the people's representative. I thank you for this opportunity, and I thank you for your questions that I hope I received.
Questions?